Ryan Brown, first off, first time we talked on camera about this, congratulations as the new head coach for the Air Force Water Polo team. How did it feel just to be selected as a head coach?
It felt fantastic. It was a long time being here and really wanting to be here, so put a lot of time in prior to here. So the time that I've sat here learning has been a huge help. And now that I'm, Coach Heideman's felt that I was ready, and the administration felt I was ready. So I'm happy to be here and excited to get started on my first season.
You hit the pool swimming, so to speak. Tell me just a little bit about your philosophy, what you bring to this team.
I think one of the things I'm going to bring that we've maybe been sort of lacking in the past is more knowledge of the game. So we're going to spend more time learning the game, how it's supposed to be played, and playing it correctly. So I think that's a huge thing. I'm going to ask more mentally focused for the guys to be better off knowing the game rather than just playing the game.
We were talking off camera a little bit about how the rules maybe not changing, but maybe being enforced differently this season. That's going to change a lot, maybe.
Absolutely. They're talking about making these drastic changes, and it's going to be changes for everybody: coaches, players, officials, the evaluators, the evaluating the officials. So it's going to be a lot of work. It's not going to be fixed in one weekend. Right. It's going to take some time, and it's going to take some adjustments from teams, staffs, and the officials all together to make this change happen. I think it's for the better of the sport, but it's going to take some time and some growing pains.
Tell us about your team. What do you like about them? What needs improvement?
I think our team right now, they're getting used to some of the changes I've been making. And when we did it during the spring, we were pretty successful. So now we're adding a couple more wrinkles. So it's going to be a slow process to get everywhere exactly where I want it to be. But we got some returning goalkeeper. We started a freshman last year, so he's got some good experience, and it's only going to grow. We've got a new freshman goalie in as well, so he's going to be pushing the sophomore goalkeeper. So I'm going to rely heavily on the goalkeepers, and our defense is going to have to carry our team. So we're getting smarter in that sense. We're starting to understand how to use the clock. So I think it's in our benefit to keep playing smart and not harder.
Won't start easy, to say the least. You take on the third-ranked team in the country in California in this tournament this weekend. What do you expect first off in that first game?
I expect us to come out with a lot of energy. That's something we've talked about, is starting games better. So I think if we come out and we put our foot down, per se, I don't think Cal is expecting to get much of a game from us. Hopefully they're coming in a little, hey, we can beat Air Force type thing. So I think if we show up ready to play, I think we battle them for a half or so, and then we'll see what the scoreboard says after a half. But I expect us to be and work on the things that we've been practicing. And we're not going to know if those things work or don't work if we don't do them right anyway. And I don't care if we're playing Cal, if we're playing a weaker team. It doesn't make a difference. We got to do our stuff correctly, and we got to focus on us before we start focusing on the other teams. So I expect us to do our part and do our things well, and we're going to make mistakes. It's okay. That's part of learning. I think it's going to be measure the small things. Don't measure the scoreboard. Hey, this, and this. Let's work on those type of things. So I think that's going to be our key focus for the weekend.
That's awesome. I was going to ask you about the whole weekend, but that's a great focus. Is that kind of how you'll keep it, I guess, throughout your year here? Just continue to try and build on your own game and not worry about other people?
For the most part, we got to learn ourselves first. We got to know our own battle plan, our own strengths and weaknesses before we start worrying about other people. If we take care of ourselves, then more than likely the scoreboard will take care of itself in the games that we should win, and the games that are close we should be, some are going to come on the positive side, some are going to fall short a little bit. But I think if we're taking care of ourselves first, rather than worry about the other teams first, I think that's going to be a key role in success of this team.
Awesome. Ryan Brown, thanks for the time. Good luck this week.
Thank you. I appreciate it.